Pep Talk UK, Pro Beez from London all the way over to the US. I'm delighted to be joined by Teofimo Lopez Sr, the trainer, or Teofimo Lopez Jr, who's the IBF lightweight champion of the world. What's happening?
And with only 15 fights, unbelievable. How's everybody doing? And I just wanted to say hi to the UK. You know, we got a lot of fans out there, and just feeling great, man. Feeling healthy now these days. You know, being healthy is a commodity. You know, so definitely. I just thank God for being healthy. My son is healthy. You know, I'm training him over the phone every day. You know, he's staying in shape. And, you know, we just started like last week, you know. I heard Lomachenko's been training for like 3 months already.
Lomachenko says that Teofimo's got his belt.
Yeah, right. Listen, everything is going to be perfect once we have those 3 belts, the other 3 belts he has. You know, we're going to be the first. My son is going to be the first fighter in the world to unify all the weight division. I mean, all the belts at the 135 weight division, where it's never been done. Not Floyd Mayweather, not Manny Pacquiao, not Roberto Duran, none of the greats have done it. We are going to be the first ones to do it. I spoke with Mauricio Suleiman from the WBC, and he cleared out to me when I was at the Wilder fight, where you know, with Tyson Fury, which I predicted that fight. I said that Tyson Fury was going to knock him out after the 6th round.
That's what you told me, man. That's what you told me out there. You told me that out there, man.
Yeah, you see, but I was right, and everybody was calling me crazy. You know, once you've been in this sport, as long as I've been in this sport, you know, you start to see things other people can't see. You know, especially when you have a fighter in the magnitude that my son is, and doing everything as we've been doing it so quickly, you know, and he hasn't even had one little stain, you know, in any of his rounds, you know. So you know, I'm just overwhelmed, man, that everything is going through our path and it's going the right way. But Mauricio Suleiman told me that the night that we beat Lomachenko, he's gonna have that belt for us right there. So you know, I don't know what all these people are thinking about, saying that we're not gonna unify the belts. We are. That night, Mauricio Suleiman told me he's going to give us a WBC belt if my son beats Lomachenko, when we beat him.
So he'll become the franchise as well.
Exactly. That's what Mauricio Suleiman told me. You know, and if you remember, they had like a big, giant belt over there. Remember, for the WBC that night? Yeah. And everybody was taking pictures with. Yeah, I took a picture with him there. And he promised me that belt was going to be ours. I mean, why are you going to have a WBC champion, franchise champion that had just lost? And the way we're going to beat this guy is going to be horrible. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want that kind of a person representing a belt, you know?
What makes you so confident that Teofimo is going to wipe out like one of the pound for pound top fighters in the world? I mean, what have you seen to suggest that? I know, obviously, you rate the son, but what have you seen? What chinks have you seen?
There's a lot of flosses in Lomachenko that I know of. A lot of flosses. One of the biggest ones is he don't got a punch to stop my son. That's one of the biggest ones. You know, and my son could box. My son is a great boxer, and all those tactics that he has are not gonna work. I call Lomachenko like a T-Rex. You know, with those little hands he's got. You know, and for him to do anything to my son, he's got to do the worst thing, and he's got to go in the inside. And my son is the most dangerous when you go in the inside. Remember when I predicted what we was going to do to Comey? Because I knew Comey had to go in the inside to do anything to my son, and we caught him. We practiced that punch, you know, because every time, yeah, every time Comey would throw a jab, he would lean in with his face in. Every time he threw a right, he would lean in with his face in, you know. So we worked on that punch, and I knew we was gonna get him. I knew we was gonna catch him. If you notice, he started to break him down 40 seconds before the first round ended, you know, which a lot of people are blind because he does it so fast that people don't even see it. You know, that right hand that Comey threw in the first round, where underwater and everybody said that he got hit. he never got hit with that right hand. Never got hit. You know, that's how quick he is. He's like a cat in there, you know? And we started breaking him down. I noticed we started breaking him down like 30, 40 seconds before the first round ended. And I told my son in the corner, I don't want you in the outside. This guy's too dangerous in the outside. I want you to start working. You already got him. We got him. You going to hurt him? I didn't even tell him that he was going to knock him out. I said, you're going to hurt him. And when you hurt him, I want you to throw like 50 punches. I'm not lying to you, man. That's exactly what I told him in the corner. Like, I knew that Comey had a hard chin. I knew Comey, you had to hit this guy with a bat to do anything to him. And we caught him right on the chin, man. And this guy came back up, and I knew it. I predicted it. Because I told my son, after you hurt him, I want you to throw like 50 punches. That's why my son went on top of him right away. Because he remembered what I told him in the corner. You know, I told him, you're going to hurt him. We cannot let him go because Comey is a very dangerous fighter. You know, all props to Comey. You know, he's a tremendous fighter. He's going to bounce off this one. He's going to come back, and he's going to hurt a lot of people. You know, he learned a big lesson with my son, and I know he won't make that mistake again.
So you mentioned you've seen loads of flaws and chinks. Are one of those flaws when Linares, when he knocked down Lomachenko in their fight quite a while ago?
Yeah, but you can't compare Linares to my son. Can't. Because my son does what Linares, you see, it's not the same fighter. My son, okay, there's punchers that throw punches, but they just throw punches because they throw in combinations. My son is a precise puncher. He's throwing punches to set you up. You understand? If Linares was an actual precise puncher, he wouldn't need to throw all those punches he did throughout the whole fight and just land one. We're going to land those every freaking round. And that's why I know we're going to beat this guy, you know, and we're going to make it look so easy. And I've been saying this to the whole world, you know, and we've been doing what we've been saying, you know.
Do you think, in terms of Lomachenko, that him coming up to 135 is a step too far in terms of how he's going to perform that level? Obviously, he's picked up the WBC, but he went down against Linares. Against Luke Campbell, Luke Campbell had moments where he looked a lot stronger. You think it's a bit too far for him, 135?
Hurt him 3 times. Hurt him 3 times. And nobody says nothing about that. Nobody. Name me one time my son's been hurt since his career started. Even in the amateurs, my son never had an 8 count. You know, my son has never been hurt in these last 15 fights. Never been hurt. Never been in a situation where you could notice he has problems. You know, but Lomachenko's been hurt back to back. I mean, you saw his face after the Pedraza fight. You know, then he gets hurt like 3 times with Luke Campbell. And, you know, it's just little things, you know, little things. And now he's coming in with a monster, you know, a hungry fighter, 22 years old, you know, that doesn't like him, you know, and that's not scared of him. You know, most of all these fighters that fight Lomachenko, they go in there already scared, you know, and he's never faced a monster like my son. They're all small. You understand? But you know, Linares knows what defeat is. Linares lost already. Luke Campbell has lost already. Crawler has lost already. You know, we don't know what losing is. You understand? So that's why I'm so motivated for this fight. I can't wait for it. And I hope it happens right after this thing is done with, man.
Would you make of Lomachenko's comments that he wants to look into your eyes and your son's eyes after the fight?
Well, he has to say that because I got inside his head. You know, I don't even know what his coach's name is. I don't even know his father's name. I don't care about his father because at the end of the day, it's not going to be his father and me in there trying to defend him. Ain't nobody going to protect him that night. You know, he's going to be in there by himself in the ring with my son, and he's going to realize real soon the magnitude of the situation he got involved into. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody going to be able to let him go. And that's going to be the night where Lomachenko is not going to be remembered for those 2 gold medals he has. And I said it before 2 years ago, Lomachenko is going to be remembered for the ass whooping my son is going to give him.
Wow. Obviously, the whole weight class is stacked. You've got Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney, mate, Tank. Where does he place amongst these guys? I mean, there's a whole lot of talent, young talent in this weight class.
Well, there's a lot of talent, but you tell me who you think from all the young guys, who you think has fought, who has had the best fight? My son. He fought a tough Nakatani. He fought a tough Comey, which was world champion. Nothing was given to us, you know, and we fought a world champion, you know. We didn't fight for a vacant title. We took it from the champion, a guy that beat Beltran, a guy that, you know, that was considered to be a really, really big threat for my son, which a lot of people said that he was going to get knocked out because I was moving him too fast. So you tell me who you think is in a better position right now and who has proven himself more in only 15 fights. We don't need 25 fights. We don't need 23 fights. We did this in 15 fights, you know, and in an impressive fashion. You know, ain't nobody fighting like Teofimo Lopez. You know, you already know that. And he doesn't even exert himself. He doesn't even overwork himself. He makes it look so simple and easy. You understand? And come August, July, or June, at the end of June or the beginning of July, that's where I want the fight to be to happen. And it's gonna be glorious, man, because everybody's gonna want to come back to boxing, you know. So I can't wait, you know, to put a big fight like that after this epidemic is done with, or pandemic, is done with. The best thing that's gonna happen is we're gonna come here and we're gonna, you know, bring a lot of excitement to the world again, and the world is just dying to come back, so everybody can start holding hands and be together and enjoy their families all over again. You know, I can't wait for that fight. I can't, and I promise you right now, right here, you come back, you know, 3 months from now, and you're gonna tell me, yo, you was right, Junior, you was right. I'm never wrong. I'm never wrong. You know, and Lomachenko is not gonna be able to hurt my son at all. You know, and it's the biggest fight in boxing right now. You know, even Tyson Fury said it, that my son was going to be next. You know, in the press conference, you heard what Tyson said, right?
I saw that, the post fight.
Yeah. Next. You know what I'm saying? You know, Tyson Fury calls my son Minute Mike. You know, little Mike. You know. Hello.
So tell me about, obviously, we mentioned Gervonta Davis, right? I know there was a sparring session that was circulated online. How did that whole spar go with Gervonta Davis at the time?
My son was 15 years old. He was a baby. And he was like 20, 24, 25 pounds smaller than Gervonta Davis. You know, and we went in there, you know, trying to work with him because Gervonta Davis already had like 8 pro fights. He had like 8 pro fights at the time. Yeah, I think Gervonta's was 18 because he's like 3 years older than my son. And Gervonta's already had like 6, 7, or 8 fights. And we went in there to work with this guy. But then then my son started frustrating him, and he took it serious. You know what I'm saying? With a little kid. You know, that it's disgusting, you know, for you to try to kill a little kid like that, you know. But imagine what we did to him back then. Imagine what we could do to him right now when my son is a grown man. You know, and that fight's not gonna happen. That fight's never gonna happen, man. Come on, man. Floyd doesn't even want this guy to fight Lomachenko. You think they're gonna want to fight us?
What about what would you make of the news that Floyd wants to become a trainer after obviously him losing his uncle? He's been inspired by that to be a trainer. I mean, do you think Floyd would be a good trainer?
Oh, I really do believe so, man. He was one of the greatest, you know. The reason why we're in the position we're in is because my son used to always, always follow him, and he learned a lot of things because of Floyd, you know, and I taught him a lot of things because of Floyd. You know, we have to just step it up a little bit more, and I implemented, like, you know, the different styles of my son, because I implemented like Mike Tyson and a lot of other fighters, because in the sport of boxing, people want to see knockouts, man. People want to see great boxers with knockout power. And that's why, you know, I implemented different things on him. And I think that Floyd will do a great job as a coach. I really think, because he knows the fundamentals of Floyd knows the secrets that I know. Floyd knows the things that I see in him. And, you know, and there's a lot of things that Floyd does in that ring that nobody understands, but I do understand them, you know, like we call one of the best ones is like, you're in range to hit the fighter, but the fighter's not in range to hit you. We call that the pyramid. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to implement that on Lomachenko as well. You know, and it's going to be easy, man. It's going to be a beautiful night, man. It was going to be a beautiful night. First 30 seconds, after the 30 seconds is done with in the first round, my son is just going to be able to adapt to him right away. Once he adapts to him, it's over. It's good night for Lomachenko.
Wow. You know what? I, for one, I can't wait for this fight. Let's get this pandemic out of the way.
It looks like he wants it, you know, because he's already talking about he doesn't want to fight in Madison Square Garden. You know how many Ukrainians are in New York? You know, it's crazy. I don't understand. You know, we've been trying to make this fight happen already. There's no more negotiations. Let's go. I don't care about the money. Let's go. You know, but he's over here making excuses. He knows his days are counted, man. He knows it. I know it, you know, and we're gonna take advantage of that. We're gonna take advantage. My son already knows. You know, we already have a good plan on how to beat him, and it's gonna be simple, man. It's gonna be simple.
Wow, I can't wait. I can't wait. And yeah, hopefully we'll get the boxing back soon, because we're all missing the glorious sport of boxing right now. We're missing it. And also as well, we want to give a massive shout out to the people of America. I know there's a lot been going on out there, especially New York. Are you in New York?
No, I'm in Vegas. I live in Vegas.
Oh, you live in Vegas. Okay, the Vegas side is all right.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? The furthest I go is the gas station. That's about it. And I got the gas. The gas station is like right there, right in the corner. So, you know, if I need anything, I just go to the gas station, make sure that I clean myself when I come back in, and you know, I'm staying just healthy. I'm not trying to get this, man. This is something that's just destroying a lot of lives right now. And I just wish everybody just, you know, telling everybody just stay home. You know, we're gonna beat this disease. You know, we're stronger than anything in the world, and we've proven that millions of times. And I know that we're gonna succeed. You know, with the grace of God, our Almighty. You know, and I feel it. I feel it in my soul. And I got a good spirit, man. I feel like this is gonna be ending really soon, really soon.
Thank you. Hey, it's been a pleasure to have you on, Teofimo Sr. And I look forward to that mega fight happening real soon. Real soon.
I can't wait, man. I can't wait. And okay. Thank you to everybody in the UK, man. I love you guys. I can't wait to see you guys really soon, and hopefully you have a big fight out there, man. You never know.
Thank you. Subscribe, people. Pep Talk. We out, y'all. Like, share, comment, subscribe.
The takeover. Let's go. The takeover.